Alright. Konnichiwa minasan and welcome. Rakeki ni Shiraba and... Ooh, almost forgot. Much better. Konnichiwa minasan and welcome. Rakeki ni Shiraba and welcome back to Let's Play Spyro ReIgnited Trilogy. We're going back to the original Spyro, and, of course, we're in Beastmakers. The thing with this homeworld, though, it's got one of the most infamous stages of any of the Spyro games. Just one of them, mind you. There's some that are infamous in other games too, but this is probably the one many Spyro fans really hate. It took me a while for me to realize this point, but you will have to get used to one stage in particular. If you saw the description after the fact, get ready for pain. But for now, we got our game to get to, and it's time for Beastmakers. Let's see here. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if you're watching this after the fact, make sure you click that like button and subscribe. It helps with the algorithm. I don't care if this is in any way out of date or not, but as far as I know, who cares? It's my channel. I play however I want. I'm not gonna be obligated to do crazy stuff that's 100% popular. That's not my style. Alright. Just watch where you go. There's some water there. And this is definitely a creative way to handle this one. You got these baddies here. And it demonstrates this area as a swamp, but it's got electricity in it. Looks kind of strange, honestly, but, well, it's a thing. Alright, so we got him out of the way. The home worlds are usually the easiest. I clear them out as quick as I can, usually. Try to. So now we got this guy. Hey, good to see you, Toku. Ooh.
Nasty North is turning our swamp into an electrified junk heap. And it used to be so beautiful.
I'm sure it was.
That's another case with Bruno there, where tones may have shifted with time. They kind of kept the general Bayou thing going on with the characters. That's fine, but it gets weird. Whew. Whoa! Ouch! Yeah, that stinks. Here. Well, those chests are okay, but it's gonna be a little tricky. And these hogs, oh boy. They were a weird pink color in the original, and they scared me as a kid, especially with the dark lighting. It's not that bad here, but they still can come at you from out of nowhere. Like that guy over there. If you see him in the distance, it is so bad. Yeah, swimming mechanics. They introduced it because they didn't feel the need to include anything like that in the original game, but with Spyro 2, yeah, they felt that no reason to explore. And there's Cletus. He's an odd case when we see him later. Trust me. Hey, bud.
Spyro, it's great to see you, but I gotta go.
Okay. See ya? Alright. I'm gonna... Like I said, I gotta get through all this quick. The flight stage down in this hole is the worst. We'll get to that later. But for now... I know that Warthog's back there, but I'm constantly on edge with this. See? Even in the original game, and you just keep moving and you don't know when he's gonna pop up. I think these Warthogs are one of the reasons why I got so scared of this area as a kid. Jeez. Got tense for a second there. Oh, I forgot. Gotta get down here. Yeah, there's more loot down here. We'll get to the flight stage in a little bit. But if anybody's got any suggestions on what to do, boo. like which stage I should do first, let me know. I feel Treetops is going to be the worst. Trust me on that one. Any Spyro fan out there who's played the original and even played this version of the game, they'll know what I'm talking about. So we have Terrace Village, we got Misty Bog, we got the flight stage. Metalhead we'll save for last because, well, he's the boss, technically. And we also have the infamous Treetops. Oh boy. I'm so dreading when we get to that stage. Even in the original game, and even here, I had to look up a walkthrough just to find out how to get every single item in Treetops. It's that bad. So, you've already beaten the game. Congrats, you did it good. Alright, anyone else here? Sound off. Got him. Yeah, these guys with the electro floors, it's just the start. Put a gem awfully close to the blueness there. So anyway, I hope things are going well with you guys. This virus thing is kind of still crazy, but at least it's starting to die down a little bit. But for now, we're definitely doing okay. I don't remember there being. Okay, that's new. Don't remember seeing that. Funny what you can see when you go back to a game you've played before. Oof. This is gonna be a tough glide. Got it! There are some very challenging glides in Beast Makers. Trust me on that one. Okay, well, thanks for letting me know, TV. It may be a little tricky. I just saw that on the laptop, that's why I gotta look over here. Yeah, chat broke again, buddy. I didn't even realize that until I just looked over to my laptop over here. If it's not the chat breaking, then it's the service for this thing. I'm constantly flipping over to different areas. So what do you think, TV? Do you think we should try Terrace Village, Misty Bog, or Treetops? Or even the flight stage? I'm up for any at this point. You know what? Let me just get the flight stage out of the way since we were there. But you can let me know which level you would like to see first. Let's get this mess out of the way, because it is... Of many flight stages, some people swear that this one's one of the more difficult of the bunch. Okay, so Terrace Village, once we finish with the flight stage. We'll do this flight first. Oh boy. I like the creativity they took with the replacements of these things, but it is kind of problematic when you gotta go and do stuff like this. Oh! Dang it! Yeah, this is gonna be a tough flight stage. And prepare to see that screen every once in a while. Oof. Forget that some of these guys have different heights that you gotta get to it. Ideally, this is one of those stages, parts that you have to do later. Oh. missed a chest somewhere, didn't I? Alright, nuts. I'm just gonna start it over and save this area for last, because it is tough to do that area. Curiously, TV, since we're here and all, what is your least favorite flight stage that you had to do? Because the flight stages are naturally very tough to do. But I'm just kind of curious. Yeah, expect those reactions a lot. I feel like some of these guys are kind of glitching a little bit. Like they're a little on the slow side somehow. Like music, not so keen on the... Ah, that was weird. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a mess. From the first game alone, this flight stage is murder. Trust me. Flight stages alone, this is the worst. But if you're not, I mean, if you're not talking treetops, then, oh boy, this has to take the cake on some of this stuff. Oh, yikes. I was so close to the water that time. Yikes. Okay. And boom. Got two out of the way. Finally. Only took me like, what, 3-4 attempts that time? Oh, I am... Heck no. Well, since we are here, TB, what is your least favorite stage out of all of them in the original Spyro, since you've played the game before? Okay, let's get flying. And I am curious, for those of you who are joining in later, what have you guys been doing aside from playing games? I've actually gotten the chance to start making some sourdough bread myself. Kinda cool, honestly. Alright, so next up is Terrace Village. So we're gonna have to head back this way. The stages in this game, in this homeworld, this is where they really stop holding your hands, and you gotta try and figure some of these things out on your own. It is crazy bad. So, anything you've been doing aside from our writing, TV? Just kind of curious. You probably know that I've done some sourdough bread baking. And I ended up making some good loaves, by the way. Oh boy. This is going to be a tricky thing. It was easy to 100% some of these other stages up from the previous homeworld. with the weird timing stuff on these stages, I get very nervous, especially when it comes to trying not to get hit. You gotta get really fast on some of these guys. And thank goodness for sparks, because otherwise I would miss a whole lot of treasure. Okay, well, thanks for the heads up on that. I feel like there's a much more difficult time with this stage than many of the others. Beastmaker's has easily some of the most difficult levels in the game. Dreamweaver's is a close second. Ow. But Beastmaker's. Oh, man. Beastmaker's. Hey, Sean. Sorry, chat broke on me again before we could even get very far. Whoa! Oh, that guy just... Did you see that? That enemy just glitched in from out of nowhere. Oof. I hope there's a chicken somewhere here. Sometimes I forget that. Oh, bugger. I really don't like it when I end up with a case where I don't have any fodder. Anyway, glad to see you here, Sean. And curiously, aside from whatever project, I mean, just kind of curious. It's been a while since we've talked. What have you been doing how have you been doing with whatever's been going on lately? Okay, that chicken just popped in from out of nowhere. Seriously. Yes, I did eventually get to see that new death battle. And I'm just disappointed that Marvel's still on that losing streak. Kinda. Sorry, John. Oh, hey, Claude.
Watch out, Spyro. The Norks in these pods have discovered the power of electricity, and it really stings.
Huh. I didn't think Claude from Fire Emblem Three Houses would also show up in Spyro as a Cajun dragon. If you're trying to get the skill points in this game, it gets really difficult when you got this area. Fortunately, I'm not going for skill points in this run-through. I'm just trying to get through the game the usual 120%, or just 100% if I can. Right. Yeah, down to the green already. You can tell these guys are unfair. Well, at least there's that. I bet you didn't know, Sean, that I've actually been making sourdough bread lately. Ooh, good. Lives. Let's talk to this guy. Hey, Cypher.
Good job, Spyro. One day you'll be able to tell all the dragons about your amazing adventures.
Sure, but what I'd really like to do is get out of this swamp.
Okay, there's definitely been some changes on that front. I'll mention the Obi-Wan thing in a moment there, TV. But basically what I was gonna say, Cypher's been known as that one odd dragon of the bunch where he's like, paint me like one of your French dragons, Spyro. Which is odd since he's Cajun. But just because of his pose from what he did before. And also, Spyro's dialogue shifted a little bit because, well, with Carlos Alazraki, he played him more like he was trying to do a version of Sonic or something. Like a typical 90s character of like, yeah, cool, what up, man? Down with society, or whatever. Like, down with it. You know what I mean. But Nobi versus Kakashi, that's definitely an interesting one I did not call before. Whew. Okay, so I got it. Alright, huh? How did I miss these? Well, now I gotta get back down here. How did I miss those gems? Well, expect me to be using Sparks' gem rare more frequently. 50 dragons. Well, technically we've already gotten all the dragons we need to move on to Dreamweavers. So if you wanted to just skip ahead to that stage, we could. But since I'm aiming for 120 in this playthrough, I am going to stick with my guns and keep going with the game. Got him. Didn't even need to turn the camera. Okay, so I gotta get this guy down here quickly before... There. Oof. There. So this is kind of a tricky thing here. Oof. Well, gotta find another way up there. Alright. Oh wait, I remember now, because that was hard to reach before. You gotta head over here. Whew. Thank goodness for that little boost on the glide, otherwise it's hard to reach that spot. I heard that somewhere, one of the stages, the European version had a bit of an aid where they put gems on one side of the track to avoid a seemingly impossible glide. But for now, so we got all those. Alright, so that's got all that. Got it. Also, we gotta fire these things before I get all the chests. I feel like I missed a firework somewhere. Well, I'll have time to find it another one. Is that really it down there? Did I really miss that one? Well. Yeah, I missed that one. Now I gotta get back up to that other ledge, though. Well, I just screwed myself on that one. Again, expect treetops to be the bane of my existence once we get to that stage. I gotta glide over there. Okay, and... Yes! Finally! 400 gems in this area. So, got all that. Alright, so should we just do Misty Bog and then get Treetops as the last stage, or should we just get Treetops over with? Because I feel that's going to take a majority of the time of this. Well, thanks for sympathizing with me on that, Sean. It's always good to see that gem count rise, at least. Anyway. Just letting people know. Alright. You know what? I'm just gonna do Mr. Bog. Give me some kind of relatively normal stage before we get to the crazy that is Treetops. And trust me, I am not looking forward to Treetops. Misty Bog is kind of an equally difficult stage in its own right, just because of how some of the jumps and glides are not very well telegraphed, or what you need to do. It's not easy. Ugh. Trust me, I don't like spouting in curses IRL, but if I could, and if I were more willing to do it, you would hear me drop so many F-bombs that this would not be advertiser friendly or whatever. And this guy, originally these guys just start off as kind of asleep. He's just like, yeah, rock on, I'm gonna catch me a bird. But in the original, they're like snoozing on the job. Well, should have been more prepared, buddy. Sink to the bottom. Yeah. Spyro 2, that stage happens to be Fracture Hills. These plants. Whew. I'm glad my reflexes are so fast now for that, because frankly, those things terrified me as a kid. Matter of fact, a lot of Beast Makers terrified me when I got here as a kid. I don't even think I got to Dream Weavers until much later. These frogs, they have such stupid reach. You really gotta flame them fast before they hit you. Sheesh. Oh, actually I have. It's kinda interesting to see how many have been ripped off, and that's not... Darn plant. I was gonna say, that's not even including one that he previously did in another AVGN episode. I think it was the 3DO? I don't know. Either the 3DO or something else. But it was crazy. So we got an area down here to glide to. But first... Hey, Roscoe! Seeing you again.
Be on the lookout for attack frogs. They are cold-blooded killers.
Attack frogs?
And this used to be such a nice swamp.
I don't know why. That line, when it was originally conveyed, was actually one of the more memorable ones that I've heard. Oh, well, that's not the one I was talking about. Maybe I was thinking of a different game that used those graphics. I was talking about the one that had the weird Scotsman move firing fireballs out of his kilt or something. That was a weird one. Let's see. There's no more here, but... Oh, good. There's a stump that I can use to get back up here. Get these guys out of the way. Always satisfying when you can hit those enemies in a row. That's the game I was thinking of. Costume Ninja. Ooh, really? Oh, this area up here. I lost so many legs to this area because the original programmers made it so it was pretty unfair. In fact, I'm glad they have this little space here. This gives me a little bit of wiggle room. Because in the room up ahead, oh my goodness, this area. You think maybe Gia had it tough with some of the stages before. Even in a 3D space, look at all this. Tons of frogs, these armored guys, the orcs. Imagine how difficult it would be when you played the original game, and you had to worry about all this. Yeah, clearly you're gonna have some difficulty if you play the original game. Ooh, seriously? Yeah. I'm just fortunate I only got down to the green that time. I've gotten to a point where I've reached this dragon, and I had no sparks. Alright, good seeing you, Damon.
Thanks for releasing me. It seems like I've been trapped in here since I was your age.
Oh, no.
Why? I remember,
Gotta go.
Okay, good. Alright. For those of you that are wondering how I'm gonna handle the next few games for Spyro if we get that far, and when we get to, like, Repto's Rage and whatnot, I'm thinking I might, instead of doing it where I go world by world, I may just do a bit of a time limit on myself, where instead I would... Oh, forgot about these. Instead of actual, whole worlds, because they're so unevenly distributed, in Spyro 2 especially, and maybe even a little in Spyro 3, I figured I'd just focus more on time. I give myself an hour tops. So, we'll see how that goes. And this is really strange, because originally, these fairies were like, I don't know, I thought they were dudes or something compared to some of the other ladies. But this one's just got a mohawk. Fairies look weird with mohawks. Alright, more of these guys. More lighting in here? Ugh. Really hate these things. Especially with the living plants. And the problem with this, no sparks. I don't see any more. And unfortunately, without sparks, I can't do my gem radar. Heck, my light's on red because of that. You guys still there? You're kind of quiet on me. Well, at least I got this guy. Now there's Zeke.
thank you for releasing me.
What is that guy? Is he an actual dragon? Is he a snail? What the heck is with that look? I don't think I quite got that. Alright, now this is a good one. If we time it right... I mean, if we time it right, this boar will end up... Well, we got rid of at least the guy with the armor. I keep forgetting. But yeah, get rid of the boar, we can easily get some kind of free shot. Or actually, let the boar get rid of some of the enemies. That's what I was trying to say. What dude? Oh, the turtle. Right. Alright. Got it. Position myself just right, and... yeah, we just had those boars get rid of the enemies for us. That's nice. Alright, that's... seriously though, this is gonna be kind of a pain. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean now. That was kind of strange, that one dragon, because not many of them have masks. Even though this feels like the area where you'd think a witch doctor kind of dragon would exist. Oh, really? Timing was terrible on that one. You know what? I'm just gonna save this guy here, and then I'm gonna kill myself and get a new life. or get Sparks back, because I cannot do the rest of this without Sparks. Hey, Bubba, this is one of the better designs. I'll give it this for the game.
I'll tell you what to do with those creatures. Smash them, Spyro, stamp them out, and squish them and squash them.
How about charge them and flame them? We are dragons, after all.
Touche. Yeah. Bubba's one of the more memorable dragons from the original game, and they kept the Beastmaker dragon around for the entirety of that one. So I think maybe they decided to just go with him. Again. Yeah, that was an on-purpose death. I normally don't like killing myself, but for this stage, I am not going anywhere without Sparks. Well, I hope you guys are still enjoying this anyway. I don't know how long my laptop will survive right now. I don't have a power strip in here. I'll have to remedy that later. Alright. This is a tricky one because there's more gems up there. Now, I hope I got everything else because I do not want to go through this crazy loop any more times than necessary. Boy. Alright, now this glide. Oh boy. This glide. Alright, we got that. That was weird. I thought I saw some odd splashing. Hey, there's like some in the water. Jump! Ouch, seriously? I tried to avoid that. You get me in one hit. That stinks. I feel like I'm missing some gems somewhere. What? Oh boy. Here we go. Oh, there's a chest, I think. A couple of them. Yes! Finally! Okay. Misty Bog. Done. I'm not seeing any of you guys in the chat right now. Kinda silent on me. Oh, I forgot. In that case, when you get to this part, it's like he's on your own, or like he just dies on that one. Oh, but yeah, Treetops is next. I am sure dreading that one. That one's so freeform. It's like Treetops is by far my least favorite stage in the entire game. I do like how you can fly in this part of the loading screen though. And when you thought that these were gone, oof. Yeah, Treetops. Oh, and I notice these guys have the googly eyes as if to make this any more friendly. Now, there's a couple ways you can go from here. You can technically go this way to get that thief, or you can go this way. Unfortunately, to get the thieves, you still gotta go both ways, and you gotta go both ways in order to get 100%. Huh. Got the key. surprising. I didn't think I'd get that quick. Oh, shoot. Seriously? Already down to no sparks for this one. Now, I will give them credit for utilizing more of the supercharge in the rest of these stages. But it's still very, very much a pain. Hey, Muck. You just arrived at the worst of the original Spyro stages. Why'd you have to drop it now? I got a feeling I'm gonna embarrass myself the whole time now. Now, Pika probably has a class, so I'll keep that in mind. Alright. Hey, Lyle.
Greetings, Spyro. For an amazing tour of the treetops, don't just stop at one supercharge.
Okay, this is alright. I like the redesigns in this stage. Personally, I don't get why they decided to have this stage be the stage they showed off early on in the game's development. Oh, look, you got no idea how bad Treetops is. What? Like, seriously, I don't... barely saved myself that time. You guys are fortunate you don't see all the crazy crap that comes with this stage. And besides, look, you notice the lack of sparks right now? I'd be boned if I ain't careful. In fact, a lot of times when I was a kid, before I figured out a lot of strategy guides, I would just kind of forego a lot of this stage as a kid and just try my best on my own without doing 100% on this one. Yeah, crazy save. I'm just responding to Pika, by the way, guys. Or at least I'm trying to. Supercharges don't really go one way, they only two ways, they only go one way. Yeah, if this area was actually... Normally you'd have to find a supercharge area to get here. I'm surprised I got to this area. And this is why. You need the supercharge in order to bust this guy open. Just see here really quick. Oh, right. You need the supercharge. Oh, time to find our way back up to the start. Take me away, whirlwind. So we've gone through one way. Now let's check out the other. I apologize for my lack of commentary these days. It's just kind of tricky at points to take and to do that. And of course, these thieves will keep going and stop in one area, so don't bother trying to chase them like you would with fake thieves. At least we got all them gems. I am so relieved when we get more Sparks health. Alright, let's get you out of the way. Oh, birthday to Fire Emblem.
Spyro, if you jump at the end of a supercharge ramp, you can really go far.
I'm all over it.
Alright. Oh, I missed the name of the dragon.
Hi, Spyro.
Sorry, I'm only gonna replay this dragon really quick. Isaac, okay, that was his name. Yeah, I just need to know the dragon's name really quick. Now let's dive down. Oh. Yeah, that's what you need that for. Now comes the challenging part, because there's so much more to this stage than just all that. I can... Yeah. Big issue there. You're gonna see me probably drop to my doom a lot more than you think. Now, let me see if I can do something here. Oof. Okay, finally up here. I actually got up here quicker than I would have thought. And he had a 25 jump. Okay. That jump was actually a lot easier than I remember. I'm surprised I actually got up here, honestly. Yeah. This is a big mess of a stage for a lot of Spyro fans. You can see why many of them hate this stage. There's nothing wrong with the supercharge. I am glad that the supercharge is a thing in this game. It's just that, oh my goodness, they really go overboard with how extreme you have to be in some of these cases. So now, there's still one big area we have to get. There's one area that I still have to get some gems at, but the biggest one that I can think of, you need to get one more dragon here. What new rule? Your message kind of got cut off. Let's see. Yeah, somewhere that way. I'm on it, Sparks. How so? I'm not sure how and what they would do to make Yu-Gi-Oh! Fun again after they have all the different card types. And I don't mean speed duel. Oh, seriously? Seriously? Ugh. Again? Ugh. Okay, well that's good, Pika. I miss you. Okay, so now, oh my gosh, I forgot that one. Okay, we're in for a long charging point, my friend. Okay, exit these monsters to the main monster zone. You don't need a Link monster now for that one? Well, I hope XZs are so good, because I honestly have not played with XZ's monsters before. In fact, I think I got rid of a lot of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards after a while. Oh. Yeah. Without, okay. For prepare for pain. You can see why this is a pain in the butt. Okay, if you guys like seeing player rage, this is the only playthrough for you. Yeah. You aren't really missing anything, TB. 35 lives now? Or 37? Yes! Finally at this area. Oh. Got it. This stage took me so dang long in the original. I only lost like 3 or 4 lives in this stage this time. Finally. You are not easy to get to, Jed.
That was quite a ride, Spyro. You learned a lot since you were a young glider.
Yeah, well, you could have found an easier spot to get stuck.
You think? Don't give me that shrug, Jed. You aren't worth that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, apparently I missed that one. Well, the good news is, I'm done with treetops. So now I just gotta get the hay out of here. Fly like an eagle. Oh, yeah, for sure. Oof. I think I almost bruised my leg when I punched myself that time. Ugh. Well, so far so good. At least the worst of that one was over. I'm so relieved that we got that stupid stage out of the way. Alright, now for the boss. Nobody told me there was a boar up there. Look, is that? That's like a warthog or something. Not great. This place has shrines to those nuts. Well, enough of that. On to Metalhead. The boss fight itself is definitely one of the more interesting ones. It's more involved and it feels more like a boss compared to most other bosses in this game. I personally prefer Dr. Shep a little bit more since he does feel like a boss in his own right and he does have those stages. But there's a little bit more to this one than just trying to fight Metalhead. Ugh. Here goes. Oh, and those monkeys from Treetops? Yeah, they're back. And now they're armored. The little guys, anyway. So they knew they were onto something when they made Treetops a difficult stage in the original. Because those monkeys... no, I think that was a different Metalhead. But I think the name definitely is generic enough that they were able to get away with it. And again, I haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles. Nor do I plan... Nor do I plan to right now. I'm just trying to find a way out of... through this game. Hopefully. We got more of these. Put your banana for you. Ugh. Man, that aiming was weird. At least the siege does have fodder. Ow. This stage was kind of more needing of any fodder than something like Toasty. Seriously, Toasty was just... Alright, let's see here. That one out of the way. This stage has more exploration to it, too. So you're gonna need to keep your eyes peeled. Oh, I forgot there were fireworks there. I was gonna get there. If I missed any, I would have had Sparks check for me. We'll come back this way later, because right now... Ooh. This is a risky jump. Now, how many of you knew this area was here, huh? I'll bet a lot of people never knew this was here. And to be fair, I didn't either first time I played. I was trying to figure out where I was missing gems back then. This will come in handy. There's only one dragon in this level. Yeah, you're not the only one. I even had one of those old strategy guides. You remember those guides? Those were actually kind of... Well, those were fun when you had the strategy guide. One of the few times books were enjoyable for us. We actually able to read through the book, see the different screenshots of the game, and help it really make sense. And I had no idea that that was there in the original game, that whirlwind. I would never have known to use that to find my way up here. Thankfully, there doesn't look like anything else around here. Two characters cut from... Wait, two characters that were cut from last year, Ripto and the Sorceress? Are you talking about CTR? Because I feel like I'm missing out. Oh, that, okay, yeah, okay, I see now. Yeah, strategy guides were fun when you got the chance to look at those. And we got our dragon down here. So what's our tip, City?
Metalhead is all charged up to meet you. Attacking the power pole should disrupt his power supply.
That is one way to handle it. Another way to handle it is to let him wreck his own gear. Seriously, watch this. Stand in one spot long enough. And he breaks his own stuff. He's that much of a doof. Oof. Well, he does hit me in the process still. But I mean, come on. This is one of the few times I can imagine the roll actually having been useful back then. Aim yourself right. Well, actually, I'm gonna hit those a little bit. So I'm just gonna chase him down for the heck of it, and we're gonna clear the rest of it in a second. See? He seriously wrecks his own gear. You missed me. Ah! You missed me. It's sometimes fun just to see him wreck his own gear. The tricky part is trying to aim your positioning right. Bye-bye! So yeah, I imagine a lot of kids had trouble with attacking the power poles when they were a kid, just because of how it would constantly zap them. And again, you didn't even have to attack the power poles yourself. You just aim yourself right and you let Metalhead do the destruction for you. How many here knew that before they seen this playthrough, or found out about something like that? Just gotta skip our way over this way. There's the chest. There we go. Now remember what I said about one of those areas had been kind of tricky? Well, I mean, in the original release it was tricky, and then in the American release, the European release actually, they modified the gap in order to make it easier. It's in this stage. You can climb up here with the whirlwind, and in here, with all these gems, you'll notice there's some gems over that way. In the European version, they moved those gems all the way over onto this side, so that you didn't have to go through that. So, PAL region fans, you got lucky on that one. But for me, and many of us in the US, we had it a little more difficult. Okay, so we've only got maybe 5 more gems left, and they're all over there. And thankfully, with that boost, we're able to get here. 500, 100% Peacemakers! And within an hour and 3 minutes. Hour and 4, technically, but whatever. Gonna be an hour and 4 or so. But this has been a fun one, guys. I'm gonna head us over to the Balloonist. We'll give you a preview of Dreamweavers, and we'll see where to go from there. But yeah, I hope you guys had a fun time with this one. Nice. Thank you, Sparks.
Oh, I feel much better now that so many dragons have been rescued. Jump in the balloon, and I'll show you the Dreamweaver's world. Are you ready to go?
You know what's crazy? Recently I actually found a speed run for Spyro. Not the original, but this version of the game, in the original Spyro 1. Not even joking. What he did was some weird glitch. He just got 10 dragons overall in the first game. And in Artisans, he barely got anything done, but then he was just hopping on top of some fairies, getting them to say hi, Spyro. Then somehow he glitched his way off the balloon into some square in one of the in the overworld when they were transitioning, and he somehow glitched his way into getting the entire list of worlds, including Nasty's world, warped back to Artisans somehow, died, and he appeared in Nasty's world. And then he just beat the game from there. Just like nothing was visible with the heads. He glitched his way into Nasty Nork's level. He beat the game like normal there. Didn't even 100%. Hey, Sparks. Okay, so that tangent aside, that is all for today. Hope you guys will be able to join in for next time when we actually will get to do Dreamweavers. Like I said, we'll try and do, after that, aim for about an hour tops for these through these playthroughs. But I hope you guys had a fun time watching this. And, yeah, that's it for now. Until next time, Rakekiri Shiraba, and hope you enjoy watching me play Reignited Spyro the Dragon, minasan. Until then, take care, Crossover Kingdom. Johnny!